Hey guys, it's Larry Greenberg, and today we're going to take a look at the Phosphor Reveal. This is without a doubt one of the coolest watches I've ever come across. I recently reviewed the Phosphor e-ink watch, and it quickly became one of my daily drivers, a watch I wear on a regular basis, simply because the screen is just so easy to read. If you haven't seen that review, check the link in the video description where you can watch it. Now, the Reveal uses a special technology called micromagnetic mechanical digital technology. And that's basically a lot of fancy speak for something that is really cool. The version that I was sent is the black on black version, and it sells for $210. There's a couple different models, which I'll get to in a minute, but let's first take a look at what's included in the box. So inside this rather sturdy presentation box, you're going to find the watch itself and a set of instructions. The instructions are pretty basic. This watch is rather minimalistic when it comes to features. Basically, it shows the time and displays the seconds. But what it lacks in features, it makes up for with an unbelievable design element. So the instructions will show you how to set the watch and then switch between the display of time or the display of seconds. So let's crack open the box and check out the watch itself. Here it is, up close and personal. So the watch features Swarovski crystals embedded into the face of the watch. And here's what is super cool about this technology. The crystals actually flip around to display the time. So right now you're viewing the time, which is 10:07. The 10, the 0, and the 7 are actually crystals that are flipped on their underside to show the black dot and therefore display the time. When it's time for the watch to switch, like it just did, those crystals all flip again to show the correct number for the corresponding time. And when they do that flip, you actually hear them all clicking into place. So it's a really kind of cool double design element. Not only is the display amazingly cool how it kind of moves and changes before your eyes, but you also hear it. And what makes it even better is you can actually show it off by switching to the seconds display. So the watch has two buttons and two buttons only on the side. That's how you set it and then flip between showing the time or showing the seconds. So if you push the bottom button here once, you'll flip to just displaying the seconds, and now I can actually hear it clicking every time as that lower right number changes. And then again, when the left number changes, I'll hear it click as well. So I'm not sure that you'll be able to hear it on camera, but it's making a very distinct clicking noise as the crystals, change their orientation every second. Now, if I want to go back into timekeeping mode, simply press the button again, and it goes back into timekeeping mode. So how does it all work? In layman's terms, the Reveal uses an electrical pulse to tell the crystals which way to orientate themselves every second. So when it's time to change, the pulse tells them they need to flip to the proper orientation and therefore display the correct time. So the version that I was sent is the quote-unquote men's version, which there are two of. This is the black on black version. As you can see, it's got a black case with a black leather strap and black buckle. There's also another men's version that is black leather strap with a steel case and steel buckle. Then they feature a couple different women's versions that have more crystals embedded around the bezel. And there's a pink strap, a white strap, a red strap, and a black patent leather strap. So a ton of different choices. The watch feels really solid on your wrist. It's nice and heavy, which I like in a watch, but not, heavy enough that it's going to become uncomfortable. You can see the underside where you can see the Phosphor name, the underside of the leather strap. Super comfortable to wear. Again, I enjoy the weight. It's not too heavy. It's just the perfect weight for a watch for me. What's also really cool about the Reveal is it's possible to view it from almost any angle. Several kind of feature watches make it a little bit harder to see from different angles depending on how you're viewing the watch on your wrist. As you can see, when you look at the Reveal straight on, it's very easy to see. But even as I rotate it, it's really easy on the eyes to see the time. You can see it from almost any angle on your wrist, making telling time quite easy. So I realize the Reveal probably isn't for everyone. You have to have a certain style to wear a watch with this many crystals, but certainly for women and maybe, your really geeked out friends, this watch is something that you guys are going to want to check out. I think it's super cool, and personally I would wear it. I think the technology alone is something that would make me want to put it on my wrist. It's guaranteed to get some looks and questions from people about what it's all about, especially when they see those crystals flipping around and hearing the sound up close. Just makes it something that, you know, is really intriguing. So prices for the Reveal start at $210 and go up to $249 depending on the model you choose. You can learn all about the watch by visiting the Phosphor website. I'll put a link to that in the video description. If you have any questions about it, you can always drop me a line. Otherwise, you have a great day.